Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we watch for this volume spike column in these 5 scans. This one over here is a scan as well. Once we see a volume spike occurring, we want to click on the stock, come down here to the current bar volume, which is this last green candle. And we want to make sure that the volume is flying, just like you see now. The numbers are steadily moving. The buyers are having a battle on selling and buying this stock. Once we confirm the volume, we want to make sure that these green bars, which are buyers, this is Dominator Master. Once these green bars break above this average volume line, that's more buyers coming in to buy this stock than normal. It's a good trigger to let you know that the price may rise. We want to also use the My Blessing indicator along with this one. The green part of this line are buyers, the red part are sellers. So you want to see both of these happening at the same time. So we see the volume spike. Is the volume moving? Do we have green bars? Is this line going up? And we look up here to see if we want to take a position or not. Also, this scan down here is the magic scan. It's going to keep track of all the stocks that have moved over the last 30 minutes. That way we can always keep an eye to see if they're going to move again. And we do that by watching the volume spike down here. Always remember that I am not a financial advisor. I build indicators and I teach you how to use these indicators. And once you learn them, you get a good feel on how to trade the market. We chase buyers and sellers here, and the buyers are when this green square triggers on these scans. And when we chase these buyers and sellers, we are entering stocks that have higher than normal activity. If you are new to trading, make sure you reach out to a financial advisor. Don't just take my advice. Or don't buy because you hear me say, I'm going to give this one a try. That's not how you learn how to trade. You need to know what's going on. If you are a new trader, I highly suggest you attend these live streams over and over and over before you even think about investing in the stocks. You can trade on paper the old-fashioned way. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. And once you are profitable on paper, move over to real money. But trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you are profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profits is increase your share size. I thank everyone for joining me this morning. We still have about a minute and a half to go before the top of the hour. That's when our market opens. Over in your active trader, make sure that your TIF is set to EXT. That stands for extended hours so that you can trade these stocks. And thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning. And good morning, YouTubers. Hope everyone enjoyed Milo's live stream last night. A little bit of psychology while you're trading. The ups and downs, the rewards, the crying, the happiness. It all comes with trading. About a minute to go yet. Looks like we got quite a few people on board this morning. Remember, this is Friday. Friday is pretty tough to make money on. You have to really plan your entry really well because Fridays, most people are going back to cash. So if the stock runs up, be prepared for those sellers to take that profit and go back to cash. We'll be hanging on to stocks until we see red here. Once we see red, that tells us they are starting to sell out. And our market just opened. Let's see what NAAS is going to do here. And the way we determine that is we're watching right here. There's a bunch of sellers coming in to get rid of what they're holding. That's what the red bar does, and the My Blessing is turning downwards. Let me flip through them real quick so we don't miss one. Looking for anything that might be flying. Not seeing any numbers rising. I'm seeing numbers, but they may just be previous standing orders. This one rising a little bit right here. $139. That's NVIDIA moving around this morning. Had a few buyers come in to move the price a little bit. Wow, no activity this morning. Usually we're making money right now, right after the open. Not seeing anything spiking. Everybody's saying MLGO. Let me take a look. Don't see it in my scans anywhere. Watching for volume spike numbers. Let's watch this one here. That one's not moving. If you've never been here before, this is the Profit Slayer indicator. This is the 34 EMA moving average. It'll turn green when the stock is trending upwards, or red when it's trending downwards. And this Profit Slayer is tied into these buys and sells. That's what this label is up here. It's the same as these two labels. So right now they're selling at about 60% on this stock. So when this label turns green, so will this candle, so will this bar, and so will the buyers. It lets us know there's buyers coming in. PRPH bouncing around, but right back down. Looks like Lee Automotive is on its way down as well this morning. NAAS, this is the first one I had it on right when the market opened. Should have left it on there. It seems like it's going to make a move. Let's see what happens. We have good volume. We have a couple of bars of buyers, not real tall. A couple of sellers taking profit. That's what the red is on this bar. Doesn't look like there's enough buyers to drive it up any higher at the moment. NVIDIA is still pushing up. You can play NVDL and NVDX. Those are all video stocks. NVDL and NVDX. Good job, AB on YouTube. Hopefully we're not already having sound issues in Discord. Everybody hears me fine, or is it just the one? Thank you very much for that confirmation. Thank you, Robert. Not very many spikers this morning. Let's see what this one is. It's a cheaper stock. 30, well, not cheaper. It's 34. I thought it was 34 cents. $34 more like it. Checking the volume. Not enough volume to get in. Might be a few people buying. We may just be early on it. They could come in and start driving the price upwards. Watching this volume, it keeps stalling. It's stalled right now at 18,610, so not worth getting in. We need high volume so we can get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is if there's not enough volume and you try to get out, your shares may not sell. You may have to sell them small amounts at a time, and we want to avoid that. So do not buy. TANH. Checking the volume, very low. It is pushing up. A few buyers coming in, also a few sellers. I'm seeing a few stocks going up, but they don't have the volume behind them to back them up. Just like this one. We are scalping stocks. We're not looking for stocks that might move up later today. That's why I know MLGO If it pops up here and everybody's attacking it, of course we will buy MLGO. Otherwise, it can sit there and do what it needs to do. If you are a longer term investor, then I'm not trading that strategy. We are scalping. I'm going to check ACHR. I've been watching that stock for the last few days. Take a look at the yearly real quick while nothing is moving. Might be one to keep an eye on. It is in an upward trend on the daily chart. Kind of squeezing at the moment, but I expect more upside potential. No audio on Discord. Can you guys hear me? Should we go ahead and change to channel 1? Everybody says they hear me, so I'm going to stay here. If you're having audio issues, make sure you click the gear icon on the bottom left corner of Discord. Then select video and audio. And look up at the top and see if your speakers and microphone are selected. I need to print those instructions out. That's usually the good fix. Thank you, George. Yeah, they didn't hear me. Maybe one of them will type in what I said, so the other ones can read it. Gear icon, video, audio, check your speakers and mic. Very hard to do support and trade stocks and watch for volume spikes and hold the live stream and answer questions. Well, I was hoping for a little bit more performance out of the market this morning at open, but it didn't happen. Don't see any numbers moving whatsoever. QBTS. It was moving earlier this morning. Right now, it's only paying pennies between the numbers. Not very much volume. I thought about getting into it, but I changed my mind really quick. Let's look at the daily on it. So a possibility to run up in between this area somewhere. Will it happen on a Friday? I have no idea. We can take a look at BBAI as well. It's been moving lately. Looks like it's been moving in the wrong direction. This is BBAI. Probably missed this run. I'm sure we did. Looks like a pretty volatile run. Up and a sell-off, and up and a sell-off, and up and a sell-off. Don't want that kind of activity. PLTR, I think it recovered from 99 to 108. $106 now. Let's take a look at that activity while nothing's happening. We did have a devastating drop the day before. It's pretty strong company, though. I doubt that it'll go very far. I'm expecting that if it starts or keeps dropping to get back down in the 80s, and that would be lovely entry price. AB, I don't make predictions. I just watch for volume spikes and we go join wherever they're attacking a stock. If there's no buyers and sellers in volume, I don't usually go try to make a prediction of, all right, it's going to be up an hour or two from now, maybe. It's the maybe that costs me money all the time. I much prefer to wait for someone or a group to be attacking a stock and join them. And we get 5 to maybe 8 a week, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And that's really all you need in pre-market to make a really good check by Friday. It's not like we come in here and trade 50 stocks in an hour because we're day trading. That's not how it works for me. If you attend enough of these live streams, you will actually realize why we trade this away. It may not be good this week, but next week may be out of this world. Every day is not good for anybody. This is the market, very unpredictable. STAI, little bitty spike here, small green candle, very short volume dominator bar. Volume is not flying. Thank you for joining us, Diane. Good job, Mr. P. I'm finding a bunch of one candle stops. One candle up, no volume. It's like they slowly coming in, but not enough to make me pull the trigger. Jeff, we did a stream test. Well, I actually did. I rented a stream server, but there's too many people on the same server. The delays were 20 to 40 seconds, and we're trading stocks. I can't have a 20 or 40-second delay, maybe 1 second. So I decided to order my own streaming server, and that's where we're stopped at right now. I want little to no delay so that when we click on something here, it looks the same on your computer, on your side, because seconds could cost you hundreds when you're scalping. But I think that's the only thing holding us up now is the server. I couldn't really test it earlier because we had so much programming to do. RGTI, not enough volume to trade it, unless you want to just get in and hope you get lucky. That's not my style of trading. So if you haven't realized, this volume spike column that I have created, I coded it. This helped me to get rid of the paid services. So this is like a paid service, but in ThinkorSwim where you don't have to pay for it. That's the only thing the paid services are looking for are volume spikes as well. Yeah, there's quite a few people waiting for the website. They don't like Discord, just like I don't like it. It's not the platform I should have launched on, but it was the quickest way to launch. NAAS, this is the one we've been looking at since the very beginning. Looks better on a 5-minute chart. And you can trade these on 5-minute. Just because I'm on 1 minute doesn't mean you need to be. Need to get rid of that toolbar up there. Where's it at? General. Right here. Turn it off. Gone. Few buyers coming in. Volume is flowing nicely. Need to break this high right here, the high of the body of this candle. But we do have a resistance level right here on the red one. Watching the buyers here. This indicator starting to turn north. We need a tall green bar to break above this yellow average volume line to drive the price higher. You can see the buy percentage right here or up here. Same number. I like to see this number hit at least 80 and above. There's an 84. Not a bunch of buyers yet. Now we're splitting the difference here in the 50 area. 50% buys, 50% sells. Wasn't enough buyers to keep it going. Yeah, I'm aware I'm on 5 minutes. But thank you for reminding me. I do forget sometimes. If you want to filter out all of this noise, trade on a 5 minute. You may even be a better trader on a 5 minute. I still trade on a 5 minute. Most of the time 1 minute, but I do trade the 5 minute also. CELH. Don't see it in any of my scans. Make sure you check the volume on these stocks before you post them. I'm watching the volume here. It's not moving, just slightly. This is not enough volume to click the buy button because it could just one seller when the volume is this low can drop this price right back down. Not enough activity here. But you're right, it's going up. But is there enough in there for us to get in and get out? I don't believe there is. Let's take a look at the SPY on a daily and see where we're headed. Kind of holding flat the Qs, the futures. Looks like an average day. N8, I have the red ones turned off. That's why it looks different. It's the same one. And I can't bring that up on the screen currently. Or I would show you how to fix it. Also, if you are using these indicators, right click on the name and hit edit formula. And you'll see an EXT box at the top. Make sure it's checked. And that goes for any of my indicators that you use. Right click the column name, edit formula, and make sure the EXT box is checked at the top. VMAR, dollar stock. Every time I do support, I miss them. This is one of the few this morning. Try to get all your stuff done the day before, especially if you have questions or it costs me money. Might even cost you money if you missed it as well. Already pulling back. Watching the dominator bars. If they grow tall, they're going to push it up higher. There we go. Now pushing up a little bit more. We don't want to see red here in these bars. I'm not going to buy into it since I was doing support. I'm not going to buy late right here. Should have caught it earlier. More buyers coming in. See the green bar breaking above the yellow average volume line. Don't know how much higher this stock will go, though. It's only $1 stock. But we've seen them run up to $13, $10, $8. The buyers are coming in still. So if you bought it earlier, take profits when these candles spike up to the top. Take some of your profits. These tall wicks on the top are sellers driving the price back down. So take advantage of it when it's up here somewhere to sell some of your shares. Pushing up a little higher now, another tall green bar. Definitely looks like a bottle rocket. A good move for a cheaper stock. Take profits at the top. Me too, Amadeus. I was late on it, plus it's a cheap stock. I prefer them over $5, really. But there are people here that make a lot of money trading these. And sometimes I do. I'm guilty of buying them sometimes. You can see the red candle up here. That disappeared. More buyers coming in to push it higher. Let's see if they can keep it going. This would have been a perfect scalp trade had I caught it earlier. $1.42 now, still pushing higher. Buyers still coming in. Almost up to that $1.45 range. What we're watching for to get out completely is red right here. We don't want it to drop on us, so make sure you take your profits up here at the top. Red coming in. These are sellers. They may not sell off. They may just take profit and bring it down a little for a pullback back to the upside. Don't know if that will happen, but we will see more buyers covering up those sellers. Long wicks on the bottom are good. Those are buyers pushing the price back up. Come on, tall green bar for a breakthrough. Yellow bar means caution. That means it's probably over. Few more sellers coming in, 2 red bars. Tamla, we have a premium package at $79.95 a month. I only have 2 premium indicators. This one is not included in that premium package. This one is. The other indicator I'm not displaying this morning is Master Scalper, another very good indicator. But you get all the rest, just these 2 indicators, the one I'm not displaying and this one. They are separate purchases. When the website launches, I think I have 4 or 5 premium indicators coming out. I haven't been able to post them because the more I keep posting on Discord, the more I delay the launch of the website. So they're sitting there on the computer waiting for the website launch. And you don't have to buy them. It's just a different way of trading, a different way to look at how the stocks are moving. But they all help you trade, every one of them. A lot of people used to guess at when it was going to pull back, when is it going to go up, and these pretty much nail it. Here's the sellers driving it down. Good job, traders, knocking out those profits this morning. And if you are new here, I've been on ThinkorSwim since the 1990s. I've been coding ThinkorSwim for about 16 years. And these indicators are basically what I was doing in my head to trade, because we didn't have all these fancy tools way back then. But through the years, I developed a brain thought of what I was looking for, and these are my brain thoughts. So it's basically my brain in an indicator of how I successfully trade. This was the easiest way to teach somebody instead of saying, hey, you know what I'm thinking? That don't work in trading. I use buy the ask, sell the bid, buy the bid, and sell the ask. I use those 4 buttons. Well, Tamla, it's not just me here helping. All of these members love pitching in, answering questions. If they know the answer, it's more than just me. We have Milo holding live streams as well. Once the website launches, I do plan on bringing in some popular speakers from time to time. I will also allow some of the premium members to hold a live stream once they catch on to everything, or if they've already caught on. It would be good for some of them to hold a live stream and let everyone know their troubles and their struggles and their results and the joy and the crying, just like everybody else. We all go through those phases. But it's very good for everyone to know that trading is not an easy job. I make it look easy, but when you get here and it's your turn to spend your money, it's a whole different world. LGO pushing up a little bit. So let's consider this trade. Back here was the run, right? So now we are on the back side of the trade. This is the back side. Will it run back up to here? It could. The odds of it doing so are very slim. It may bounce around in this area for a while, right in here. But the run happened back here. So this is kind of like, all right, I missed it back here. I'm waiting on my second chance. That'll probably never happen. Joseph, that's typical for pre-market. When everybody's done buying, they're all ready to sell. So the price just comes right back down. Only the strong ones will start trending to the right, consolidate, squeeze, and hold the price levels. Yes, buy the ask and sell the bid. The other two buttons, if you want them, I'll tell you what they are, but you got to be experienced to use them, and that's buy the bid and sell the ask. But the two main ones you should be using if you're new to trading is buy the ask and sell the bid. That's your fastest way in or out. You got that right, Joseph. It squeezes up fast. That's why we try to catch them early. We only want to be in for a minute or less, if possible. Catch them when they're breaking out. Love doing that. This indicator here lets us do it. But unfortunately, we've only had that one so far this morning. I can do that, Amadeus. Tamla, if you want to get in a month at a time, you can do that on Discord. There's a label up at the top where you're typing in the chat, white and yellow label. You click that. That takes you over to our Discord. Sign up to Discord for free. and then click the upgrade button, and you will get everything except for the two premium indicators unless you purchase them as well. And you also get me 4 hours a morning, 3.5 to 4 hours, sometimes 5. You get 60 plus scans, 30 plus premium indicators. There's more there than you need. If I had to add it all up in price, there's probably $20,000, $30,000 worth of coding in there. Maybe more. I don't want to over exaggerate it. Some of these indicators took 6 months to 8 months just to figure out the coding, especially this one. As you know, we don't have access to buyer and seller data. I had to figure out how to manipulate the volume to be able to get that result. If you want to join our Discord, right at the top of the chat where you're typing, there's a yellow and white label. Click that label. We'll take you over to Discord. You join Discord for free, but then you upgrade to our premium membership to get access to everything but 2 indicators, unless you purchase them as well. And if you don't know what we do, we all trade together. Just like in this live stream, we all trade together. Once these members figure it out, or once you figure it out, you'll be finding stocks and you'll be telling me, hey, click on that one. It's a possibility. We're all helping each other. It's not just me. I have to give a lot of respect to the premium members. They are the most helpful people I've ever met. They are willing to help you. So if you have questions, there's answers all over the place. No volume spikes. Still waiting. So just like most of you, I have not made a trade this morning because I missed the one that ran up. So I will be hanging around until about 9:30 with the premium members until I get something done. And there are days where I can't get a stock to go. I can't get the trade I'm looking for. And then there's days where I get 2 or 3, 4 or 5 trades in, which makes up for the one day I couldn't get anything in. I wait on the best setups possible. Don't click everything or buy everything that's moving. There is discipline that you have to uphold. If you don't do that, you could lose money. HMR, checking the volume, it's low. 3 green candles, 2 green bars, and some profit taking. Only 10,000 shares on that last candle. This is a stock we do not want to trade. Les, I have 8 monitors, 8 32 inchers. I'm watching everything. And I'll be honest with you, you will probably end up with 3 or 4 yourself. The less clicking you have to do, the more convenient it is for you to make a trade. If you just have to look around and look for volume spikes, I'm watching 11 scans this morning. But I only have to go look at the top columns on every scan. If nothing's in the top columns spiking, then I don't worry about it. I could have 20 scans. I only need to look at the top columns to see if something's spiking. So I'm searching the market in many different ways: crossovers, volume spikes, volume profile stocks, all kind of scenarios. I'm looking for anything that I can make a buck on. HOLO. Checking the volume. Looks like it may be starting to move. We are breaking above the 34 EMA. We do have a green bar. Thank you, Money Tree, for posting it. We do have this indicator pointing north. It's not the attack that I want to see. It's just trying to get started, in other words. We want to see, I like to describe it as ants on candy. You look down on the ground and everybody is attacking it. That's what we want to see in this number. We want to see buyers and sellers having a war. That's not happening yet. So it looks like a few people came in, bought a few shares, and they're done. Will this stock continue to go up? Maybe. Maybe not. All depends on this number right here. All right, YouTubers, your free hour is up, unfortunately, but I really appreciate each and every one of you who joined me this morning. I know we didn't get a trade in, not a good one anyway. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Just one of those Fridays, but they get better. Come to these live streams 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for YouTube. Or join us and get 4 hours of me each day. I don't know if you can take that or not, but I will be streaming until 9:30 each morning, 6 to 9:30, sometimes till 10. If you want to join our Discord, hit that white and yellow label at the top where you're typing in the chat. Join our Discord, subscribe to our channel, upgrade to become a premium member, get access to lots of scans and indicators and support. You can trade on our trading floor with other investors or trade in a live stream with Milo sometimes. But anyhow, have a very blessed weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined us this morning. And as always, God bless. I will see you YouTubers on Monday. I'm out.